Hello everyone, I'm Prisha Kinsey, broker owner of Got Realty, and I am your 2026 National Liaison candidate for Women's Council of Realtors. And who a little bit about me, or who am I? Well, I've actually been with Women's Council of Realtors now since 2017. I've actually did pretty much many positions within Women's Council in terms of on the local level. I was president-elect, then president. I had district vice president twice, and then also was strategic partners chair for the state. In that time, I've been able to mentor and get to know people. I've grown and learned and did a lot of different things myself. I'm also a graduate of Leadership Institute 2023. And I've just been also on the Finance and Budget Committee for 2 years for national as well. Finance and Budget Committees for 2 years at state, and also the Finance and Budget Committee on the local level at my local association. I am involved in my local association as well, and that has been springboard from Women's Council, because before that, I thought the local association was just someplace where I paid my dues. But I guess it actually is a place where we can go and advocate for homeownership rights, and basically for our industry as it is. But I didn't know any of that until I got with Women's Council. I actually am a graduate of Chapman University. I have a film degree, so if I'm very comfortable on camera, it's because sometimes I couldn't find actors to play in my movies. So therefore, I had to play in the movie. And you will never understand the versatility you have until you have to do certain things. And that leads back also to leadership. Sometimes in leadership, you have to be a little bit diverse. You have to be able to roll with the punches, and you have to be able to communicate effectively. All these different things I have also learned while and during my journey with Women's Council of Realtors. So why am I running for National Liaison? Well, first off, I really enjoy being a district vice president, which is where I was able to mentor presidents and networks through the whole year so that they can have a successful year and get everything they needed out of their leadership experience. So I view National Liaison as a step up to that, which means instead of local networks, it would actually be presidents of the state. So you would still be doing the job in the same capacity, but now you're doing it on a grander scale. And there's a good possibility you'll be doing it with people who aren't in your region. Therefore, you would have to have even more communication and listening skills than you would with your own region, only because everything may be done a little bit differently. And I totally champion that. So excited, because I love people, I love cultures, I love to travel, but I also love Women's Council, which is one of the reasons why I'm running for National Liaison. The other reason why I'm running for National Liaison is because it's something of a dream of mine to actually go up the ladder. You know, I wouldn't say it would be going up the ladder consecutively, because we have to see how things are going, but definitely moving up the ladder and being at the top of where I can be at one day the national president of Women's Council of Realtors. I think this journey I've been on Women's Council has really tugged me in a way, and I've put my heartstrings to, this is an organization I want to be with. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say everything has been hunky-dory, you know, because nothing that is worth anything is always going to be an easy ride. But I can say when I reflect back on the ride, and I'm like, you know, what I've learned about myself, what I've learned about people, what I've learned about my business, it's all really been worth it. So when some people say, what have you gotten out of Women's Council? What have you gotten out of doing these nonprofits? That's where I come in and be like, sometimes it's not about the money. It's about the other things you get, which has value as well. So closing it out, I want to say I'm your 2026 National Liaison candidate. I'm looking for your support in June. And please come up to me and let's have a conversation. 9 times out of 10, you'll find me on the dance floor.